Yo, what's the deal, man? It's your player partner Bobby Double Yay J, and I got something to say. So yesterday I logs in, like, right, and one of the first videos in these YouTube streets on that in that specific particular algorithm that they have me in, right? I see a reputable cat from out of Compton, man. You know, a dude that I have a lot of respect for, man. You know, a cat that I even go as far as saying the big homie, right? So I see the big homie on there, cuz, and you know, he's expressing what he's expressing, and he's coming from a passionate place. You feel what I'm saying? And he's saying certain things. I'll put the video inside of this video, right?
My mother resting in peace. My baby brother resting in peace. My father resting in peace. I got this dude who's putting their names and shit, as well as my little sister that's living. Talking about they better watch their back. I don't take kindly to threats. I don't do no reporting. The other night you gotta bark, but you ain't gotta bite. And I'm gonna tell you now, bruh, I know what you look like. And I'm playing dog catcher. So when I catch you, don't say this some bullshit you playing on YouTube. You disrespecting my family, man. You throwing threats at my life. Constantly putting my where I got property at, street out there. You put the address on YouTube. Bruh, if you don't love yourself, go do yourself a favor and harm yourself. You feel me? Hey, CJ, I'm good, man. I'm just tired of. I'm about this. This really might be my last live. This dude win. This dude really win, right? Because if I ever catch him, I don't give a fuck who he with. Bam, going back to prison. Now that's on everything I love, man. This brother has he done fucked up, man. Don't threaten my family, man. Then you put my family names all on YouTube. That shit ain't cool. This little dude really think this is a game. And Bam ain't playing, man. Dude, I don't give a fuck about you. You're a coward, man. You's a coward, you ain't in a man's body. I'm gonna give you what you really want out your life, bruh. I'm not going out my way seeking you. But this ain't no game I'm playing when it deals with my kids and my family, man. Dude, you doing too much, bruh. Please leave me the fuck alone, man. Stop disrespecting my family, man. That shit ain't cool. It ain't cool at all. This dude is a real mark, man. My wife calling me dude, telling me to look at some shit you didn't wrote. Man, you way out, bruh. Hey, story time. I don't know this dude, homie. So I know what he look like. I know how to investigate shit. I don't know this dude. This dude don't know me, man. This dude that tapped in Kev Mac. He goes in Kev Mac's show, Melly Mel show. He's subscribers. This dude used to send me dollars to disrespect Turtle, my brother, my mama. They ain't putting their names out. He put my address, some property my parents left me. Put the address out there that my daughter live in. This dude don't know me. Listen to me, Storytime. People that know me wouldn't play with me like that. If I know you, Storytime, do you think I'd do some shit like?
Mind you, a few days ago, man, I just dealt with a similar situation with these trolls. See, the thing about a troll, you can't talk sense into them because most of the time they're nonsensical. They don't have sense. They're not looking at things from a rational point of view or a logical perspective. Their main purpose is to get on social media and try to have you to give them an emotional response. So when we allow them to push our buttons and we get on here hooping and hollering rah, and all that, all we're doing is just playing into their subterfuge, or not necessarily subterfuge. That word isn't an adequate word for what I'm trying to define. But we fall into their trap. We allow them to push our buttons and get us dysregulated and upset, even to the point of some of us taking penitentiary chances to show these clowns, to show these cats, I'm not the type of cat you want to F with. But this is the thing, right? In life, when we say, I want to be strong, life is going to send you situations for you to have to endure in order to develop the strength to make you strong. If you say, I want to be wise, life is going to send you situations that you have to skillfully intellectually navigate and resolve by using this. Life is going to send you experiences. Life is going to send you challenges when you're on a mission to be a better version of yourself. So a lot of these things that we are navigating through, a lot of these challenges, a lot of these adversities that we find ourselves trying to minimize and eradicate and get through, it's introducing us to a better version of ourselves. So I say all that to say this. Don't crash out, cuz. I was this close to crashing out. I was this close to resorting back to an animalistic way of resolving conflict. I was this close to going back to some thuggish, rugged, bone type shit. You feel me? I was that close, homie. I was upset. I was irate. Oh, I wanted to show this mother dude that I'm not the type of mother dude that you want to play with. Oh, I wanted to show him. I wanted to show him bad. And I had it all. Look at me in my eyes. I had it all strategized. It wouldn't have been hard at all. I done already went through what the hard parts and the challenges is. When you a cat that's known for putting in work, when you a cat that's a warrior, when you a soldier, when you ain't the type of cat to be played with. I told you what the challenges is. The challenge and the hard part ain't us resorting back to that animalistic way of thinking and resolving conflict. The hard part is you got to tell your family bye. Now you got to go back in a position from being independent, right? To being dependent upon your family for your essential needs. That's hustling backwards. If you want the yay from when I was allegedly toting on and putting that fire, you know what the youngsters say, that fire, what they say in the Midwest. If you want that version of yay, man, well, you struck out because that's not me anymore. But don't get it misconstrued. Don't get it tangled and don't get it twisted. If you bring it my way, it's going to be to your detriment. But I can't dictate. I can't control. I have no control on how people come at me and how people interact with me from their behavior, their actions. I have no control over their actions. But what I do have control over is my reactions and my responses most of the time. I know it's hard. I know it's a challenge because a lot of us have PTSD. A lot of us have been a certain type of way, a particular way for so long that when we find ourselves in a conflict type situation, it induces paranoia. It induces anxiety. It induces a type of fear to say, I'm going to do something to this mother lover before this mother lover do something to me. I know all about it. I lived through it. We going through it. But the only way for us to get through it is to go through it and have some type of support system and have the ability to self-regulate when things feel like everything is falling down around us. We go through it. I'm talking to one of my OG partners, a dude that I love. I don't know if he want me to name his, put his name out there, but he was like, cuz sometimes, I be too ready. I be too ready to, do this to a person. I be hoping a person break in my house so I can, do something to him. I be hoping that a person, when I'm out and about, they come at me this type of way so I can do something to them. I say, heard on PJ Watts Crib, I be having the same feelings. And those feelings, coupled with an improper diet, an inadequate amount of sleep, a lack of exercise, in just life situations. That way of thinking can be to our detriment, but it's a part of us. How do I rid myself of this feeling that I've been feeling ever since I've been a kid and I've been in these trenches and I've been gangbanging? That's over 20 some years. Damn near 30 years of being this particular type of way. How do we fix it? How do we reverse the mental health disorders that a lot of us have? How do we do it? How do we correct these mental health disorders? PTSD, generalized anxiety disorder, schizophrenia for some of us, bipolar disorder for a lot of us. How do we reverse that shit? Because we need some extensive, intensive, and some serious counseling and therapy because we fucked up. Me, 5 years old, seen a mother lover get his dome checked. You don't think that's traumatizing? Hearing them shots coming out in your community and seeing a community member, a family member, somebody that you love out there with you know what I'm talking about. See, the system know how damaged most of us are. The system know how broken some of us are. But the system makes no efforts to help us live somewhat of a regular life. When they know we have these mental health disorders, when they know that even just waking up and doing day-to-day activities and shit is a challenge for a motherfucker. Some days we don't want to get out the bed. Some days a motherfucker draw the drapes and just want to be in bed all day and just want it to be dark. Because we're psychologically fucked up. But when you slip up, there's no compassion for you. There's no understanding for you. There's no empathy for you. They gonna throw the book at you if you fuck up. It's a challenge. I don't like to say a struggle because saying that it's a struggle, it indicates that we may be a victim of something. It's a challenge. We're not victims. We're survivors. We're warriors. Don't let these trolls put us in a position to where we going back to prison, cuz these niggas is trolls. If you are fortunate to identify who the troll is, whatever course of action that you take, just be logical about it. Don't be irrational. And think about what you have to sacrifice, what you have to lose, and what you would not gain if you take certain action towards these troll ass niggas, cuz. Because the law, they not going to understand that we have a mental health disorder. They're not going to understand when a person says something triggering to us, what it does to us. Now I'm paranoid. Now I feel like I'm obligated to do something to this mother lover. Because I can't sleep now. I can't rest. This person that created this. It's a challenge, homie. It's a challenge. Get around you some good people. Reduce the cortisol production in the body. Try to reduce the adrenaline production in the body. Get some of that dopamine going. Get some of that serotonin going. Get some of that oxytocin flowing. Because when the cortisol and the adrenaline is being produced in the body, we are liable to make a drastic mistake that we won't be able to rectify nor correct. All we can do is go through the motions. Hope that we can get a good deal. It's a challenge, homie. They know it's a challenge. They know what we up against. All these mental health disorders, and what, especially in my age group, in my generation, I'm a crack baby. My mama smoked crack with me, man, from the inception until she pushed me up out of there. So the way that a lot of people process information, I don't have the mental ability. It's a struggle. No, it's not a struggle. It's a challenge. Forgive me. It's a challenge. But that's why we got to have good peers around us. That's why we got to have a strong support system. That's why we got to understand our higher purpose. Outside of money, self-gratifying reputation, social status. We have to be connected to something that's higher than us. Because if not, we are subject to making mistakes. Hopefully I said something to resonate with some of y'all. Before I get off this thing, man, right? I told y'all about the troll from North Carolina that was trolling me, right? And how I figured out where he stayed at and all this and all that, right? I had to block this dude. This dude called me Facebook Messenger. Several times, just calling me back to back. Like, what's up with this? Then he tried to video chat me. So I say, okay, maybe he's at the location that he say he's gonna be at. Right? We fuck around and do some dancing now, boy. So I answer it. But as I go to answer it, it hangs up. So I call him back. See, is he at that location? Soon as he answer, he say, when you gonna stop playing and let me SUCK that DICK? Boop! I hang up on cuz. So now I'm for certain, I'm positive that I'm dealing with a dude that's dealing with some type of mental health disorder. This dude ain't no regular dude. This mother lover asked me when I'ma stop playing and let him SUCK my DICK. Brother, what's wrong with you? Initially, I was infuriated that this joker even played with me on some SHIT like this. I tell y'all about those quotes. I tell y'all about those sayings. Do not contribute to malice what can be attributed to incompetence. This dude probably was sexually molested as a kid. Probably was raped up as, they probably did something to him. He probably got a mental health disorder. You gotta have a mental health disorder for being a troll and excuse me, let me slow it down. And telling the dude, when you gonna stop playing and let me SUCK that DICK? So a lot of y'all know, right? I got my number on my page for individuals can reach out to me and we can dialogue and all that, right? This dude starts sending me messages like, oh, you made a video about me? Oh, that ain't gonna stop none? When you gonna let me wop, wop, wop and all this? And when you gonna bend me over and like, what? Blocked him on that number. A lot of these individuals, homie, don't have the understanding that we are forced to have. They ain't walked those prison yards. They ain't been in that courtroom where the judge is trying to see if they gonna give you 30 years, 40 years. In some situations, for some cats, 120 years, 130 years, life. Some of these cats ain't walked off life. They don't perceive life in the manner that we do. So when we see these jokers, the best thing we can do is to parry them. Stay far away from them. But if you come towards me, if you come in my vicinity, close proximity, playing with me, only God knows what's going to be the outcome for you. For the homies that's doing the social media content, homie, stay strong. Stay grounded. Never do anything out of anger. Don't respond. Don't even make a video out of anger. Calm down. Relax. Don't speak. Don't act when you're infuriated. And anything that you feel like you have to do, weigh out the pros and cons. The consequences and the rewards, homie. Y'all stay up. Be blessed, man. It's your player partner, Bobby WAJ. And I'll be coming back at y'all soon, man. Much love.